I see you out there, troublemaker. You're already starting, man. I gotta go run. I gotta go do something real quick. I'll be right back, man. Just y'all hold on, man. Shh. People always sneaking stuff up on you, and then they tell you. Man, I'm telling you, man. Roro got people so scared. I gotta go. Just to let you know, I gotta go grab something that somebody left for me, but they too scared to, of the Roro, so they want to stay away. All right. Okay, I'm back. I got people that right now they're just getting used to me again, so they have to uh, they have to keep communicating with me for some reason until they learn that I'm not gonna be able to respond all the time. It's kind of, I don't want to mention it, but it's, a little bit for the family, it's like a celebration month. So it's a lot of celebration going on. Anyway, I see my brother Gail out there. I see you out there, brother. Salute to Gil Coles. He come in always he's starting trouble because if he got more than a couple of words, I know he started trouble. He said, something he's wet. He said, Maul wins. He said, Mel cries and Daddy for the upset. He says, Lions on. He's yelling it. Okay. Well, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. And since you're so energetic, make sure you bring your ass back in here. Don't be trying to hide. And for the rest of y'all, we put this up for just a little while because they're not getting the picture for some reason. Bring your ass in. Sit your ass down. That's what it is. Sit your ass in here and sit your ass down. No disrespect. No disrespect meant whatsoever. It's just the way that I talk. I got a bad mouth. I don't have a foul mouth. I just have a bad mouth sometimes. You know? Because I like certain stuff, man. It's kind of comedic. I like certain stuff. And I talk as such, you know. That's just the way I talk. I say that all. I come up with stuff. Sometimes people in my family just look at me like they just look at you like you're totally gone. I don't know. Well, they put all this stuff out there, and what do you expect us to say? They give us all these different stories, all this different, narrative. We got everything, man. They put all this stuff out there. Shit. You know what I mean? They put like even the hashtag crap. You know what I mean? Now everybody that's like a good thing to do now. Hashtag sit your ass down. You know what I mean? We didn't have that. You feel me? We didn't have that for a while. We didn't have hashtag. That little number, that meant like something else. That meant like numbers. It has a couple of meanings to it. A few meanings to it. They call it a pound sign. But it means other stuff. So you put that, like if you put like a suite or something like that, or apartment or street, you could put that street and you can put number. Like number 3, you use that instead of using the word number. You know? And same thing with that aspercent. People use that instead of saying and. But now they use them for everything. Or they use it for at. At. Now they use it as a at. Like instead of saying and, is used for like a at. Like at Gmail, at Yahoo, at at whatever. So they put all this stuff out there, man. And shoot, you think my mind works too fast, man? So of course, if you give me certain stuff, we gonna run with it. We gonna change it. You know what I mean? We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it our way, Gil. You know what it is. Bring your ass up in here, and Sir Flame coming up in here. Salute to Sir Flame. Yeah, get your ass in here. Sit your ass down. He say salute at Eagles Web. He said salute to the chat and always jab that like button on y'all neck. He said don't get neck up in Eagles Web boxing. He said 100 the wrenches will smash you. That's right. That's right. He got the glove and the fire on the glove up. Just to let y'all know. Because I was going to mention this one time. I said, you know what? I talk fast. A lot of times I've been trying to go a little bit slower. It doesn't work out all the time, but I talk fast. Yes, I do. But shit, a lot of times we have a lot of stuff to cover. If I talk slow, we'd be here all day long. We here 24 hours. Everybody had to take a break, man. It wouldn't be like a Tyson fight. It'd be like a marathon fight. It'd be like 12 fights and 24 fights, If I had that slow tongue, like some people do have a slow tongue, and they still have a show, and they still can't get to work. And even if they have one topic, they can't get the shit out. And I'm not throwing this out at anybody specific, because I don't pick on anybody specifically like that. And yes, they say something about me. You know what I mean? If I get wind of it, I'll go back and check it out. If you're talking about me, yeah, I'm gonna come get you. It ain't free. You don't just get a free jump, and yes, I just decide, well, I'm not gonna bother with it. Then you get a free jump. But other than that, you're not gonna get a free jump. You freely to get your ass smacked back down, jumping out here. You know what I mean? But we're gonna see. Gil put that up there, but then Sir Flame come right back. He said Lions only for the win, and that's what I'm thinking. We're gonna break them down a little bit. We might do them on Friday, but we're gonna break them down a little bit, and then we're gonna talk about. And they're gonna take this down anyway. This stream probably because, or even though the clips I use are the little clips I use, they're already changed enough for me to be able to use them. But then YouTube gets to the point, or somebody will come in, oh yeah, he got this clip, and then they'll strike my video or whatever. Whatever. They've done us enough time anyway. But guess what? During the live, folks, we get to pay attention to it. We get to see it. It don't matter. During the live, we're gonna see it. So if they don't like it, they just don't like it. F them. Just like the vodka. Is it vodka? Yeah, vodka, right? F them. Not to F them. I'm not going to tell you whose it is because I'm not endorsing them. I went to one of my old spots. I went to one of my old spots the other day. One in my territory where I work. So, and I seen a couple of young ladies up in there, and I seen some people up in there. And I went in there and hollered at them, talked to them for a little bit, and then I was saying hello to this one lady that was up in there that I know. And this is one thing that girls do. This is not a girl talk. But if a guy's talking to, it's like one girl, another girl don't know nothing about the guy, like she never met him before, then she has to like, especially if he's nice. Because I was like, oh hey, yeah, how you doing, girl? And like that, and she was like, oh, and then the other girl has to say something like, oh, I like your glasses and stuff. I like the way you dress and all that. I'm like, I don't even know you. I don't even know you, girl. Just say hi. Just say hi. That's all you need. All the extra compliments and all the other stuff, girls want to do that. Just keep that. I don't trust you. I don't trust you because I'm talking to somebody else. That's why I don't trust you. Now, if you don't know none of them, it's different. But if you know one, then one just wants to feel like important. Girls want to make themselves feel important. See, a dude just ain't gonna say nothing if a girl's talking to you. If a girl's talking to you, most guys just ain't gonna say nothing. Like, who's your friend? No, they're not gonna. Dudes ain't gonna say nothing. Until the girl leave. Until they, man, she's fine, man, or whatever. That's how guys do. They're like, right on, man, that's your girl, huh? Or used to be or something. They might ask a couple of questions or they don't care. But usually you gotta, show some respect to the guy just to make sure he's still, on top of his game. On top, you just gonna, ask him. I'd be like, yeah, Sir Frank, who was that, man? God dang, man, you good, brother. I didn't know you was that good. You good, man. And then you gonna play it off like, no, man, ain't, you know how it is. You know. Because knowing she didn't really like you like that, she might have been just throwing that out there. Because sometimes girls throw that out there because you with somebody that they like, and so they saying hi to you. But on the inside, if you know that, you be like, man, this bitch ain't never said hi to me like that before. Okay, I see what she up to. You see what I mean? But if it's genuine, because it could be genuine and it might not. But if it's genuine, you know, a dude's gonna tell you, man, afterwards. Not a sneaky bastard, but you know. A real man. A real man's gonna, say something. But anyway, D to the Bailey, the champ is up in here, man. D to the Bailey got up in here. Salute to D to the Bailey. Salute. D to the Bailey say salute at Eagles Way of Boxing. And then everybody's hollering that. Salute at Gil Coles from DB. Sir Flame, salute at Derek to the Bailey, man. And then Sir Flame. Sir Flame crying. Yeah. But that's how you do, you, sir. Is that how you do it? They say, yeah, sir. They hollering at sir. Sir, like, yeah, baby, yeah. You know how it is or whatever. He's cool. He got his Big Mac voice going and stuff. You know what I mean? He lowered his voice a couple of octaves and stuff. Smoothing everything out, making sure his sentences are straight. You know what I mean? If she come by, oh girl, what's up? I ain't seeing you. Yeah, I mean, he's starting to talk. He's talking slow just so he can make sure that it come out like almost in like a poetic sense. Oh Sir Flame, oh Big Pimpin' Sir Flame, man. Yeah, but a lot of cats just don't know how to, they don't know how to carry themselves or whatever, man. Because people hate. That's just plain and simple, man. People hate. When you're doing something, people they be on that hate tip like all the time. I'm gonna hate. What you hating for? Hey, that's what I do. Stop hating, man. Come on now. We don't need all the hate, man. We need the love, man, not the hate. I ain't advocating the love or the hate, but I'm just saying, a lot of people do that, man, and it's not. You don't have to. You know what I mean? Just boost your game up, man. Get like Sir Flame. Get like D to the Baby. Get like Gil. Gil, your game about to come to your shit about to come to a wrap up, though, huh? Huh? I got it right here, Gil. This is your game right here. Your game about to get this on it. You know how we do the Friday wrap. Y'all know this is Twine, right? Gil shit is about to get his shit is about to get tied completely up right now. So when your shit getting tired of Gil, we can call Gil gonna get like this. Gil getting this wrap. Gil is about to get his shit wrapped up. But more power to you. You know, if you can get it done, that's all I can say. You can get it done the right way, man. That's all. It's always good, man, if we can go out there and get it done the right way and always have like that great, you know, positive image and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I see you down at the bar. Gil said my game been over. It's over with, man. Once it's over, right? It's just I don't know. It's very for a guy, man. I don't see. You know what? I don't know what kind of guy I am, to be honest. I know I'm a gentleman and stuff like that, but I don't know what kind of guy I am to where I just don't get it, man. I try my best to stay, you know, straight and you know straight on the path and all that, man. But I don't know what it is, man. I love girls too, man. I like girls, but I love to stay away from them. But then sometimes they can't they just won't stop themselves, man. And it's like, man, if she say one more word, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, please don't keep talking to me. Please stop showing interest and stuff. But they won't. They would not. And so you don't know what the agenda is though when they do that. It's like, oh man, come on, girl, stop, stop. Until they get you to that point and you start hollering back, and it's over with. Knowing you shouldn't have, but you just end up doing it anyway, man. It's like, girl, you ain't even my type. I need somebody who can do stuff, man. I had a discussion the other day. I'm not gonna tell you what it was, but I'll give you the gist. The gist is that most girls today, their skill set is really, really low when it comes to anything that's domestic. Their skill set is like real low. And if you're okay with that, like if you're okay with eating out every day, if you're okay with that, then that's you. You're good. But me, I grew up like with family like that. Like we had dinners and stuff like that, man. And man, the girl telling me, I don't care if it's a fancy restaurant. She tell me, oh, I ordered out. I'm gonna be looking at her like, that's why I don't smell no food cooking. Look in the refrigerator, you ain't got nothing but water. Water, and she probably bought eggs and milk. I don't really drink milk, but I'm just saying, that's probably what's in the refrigerator, eggs and milk. That's it. Look in the freezer, ain't nothing in there but ice cubes. Ice cubes and some of those prepared meals and stuff, because when I was a baby, man, they didn't have all these prepared meals, man. We had one prepared meal, and that was called I don't know if y'all even heard of it, that was called the Swanson dinner. That was it. That's the only prepared meal we had. We had that, and we had the little pies with the meat, the pot pies. That's what we had. Two choices. We have all that stuff. Now the girls can go get spaghetti dinners. They can go get the Chinese food. They can get Thai food. They can even get, I think now they even got like the Jamaican jerk chicken and all that. They can get that. They can get the mashed potatoes. They can get the macaroni and cheese. If you eat some frozen macaroni and cheese, you need to whoop your own ass. I'm telling you now, whoop your ass. Whoop your ass and then sit down if you eating frozen macaroni and cheese. What else they got? Yeah, because they got the meatballs. Now they got all kinds of pizzas. They got the bread. They even got they got the flatbreads now. They got the rice dishes. They got the bean dishes, meat, just all kind of meat. They got meatloaf, steak, all that shit. It's like, God dang, girl, you ain't never got to cook. And some people will stack their freezer up with that shit. I'm like, you stacking the freezer up with nothing but boxes? When you gonna cook? Oh, no, I just don't feel like it right now. Come on now, are you serious? And see, that's for me. It's not 100% deal breaker. It should be, because I know at one point it's gonna be a deal breaker. Because I'm just gonna stop eating. I'll be down to 150 pounds and shit. You imagine Eagle at 150? Man, any little breeze to take me off the ground. But anyway, I see you down there, Yasser. Yasser Hussein in here. Y'all salute him out. Yasser Hussein, salute to you. He said salute Eagle in the chat, man. You got the brown fist up. Yeah. But that's, it should be a deal breaker. I'm just letting y'all know that should be a deal breaker, because everything in your body is going to go up. Your cholesterol, everything. Your cholesterol going up, your fat content, everything. If that's all they're gonna do, you looking forward to eggs and milk in the refrigerator. Freezer ain't got nothing but ice in boxes. Ice and little rectangle boxes with dinners and shit in it. Come on, man, get out of here with that. Yeah. Sorry about that, man. I had to go off, man. But I'm just saying, man, because we talked about it. Me and somebody in the family, we just talking about it. And he was shaking his head because it just dawned on him. He like, damn, the women ain't got no skill set no more. The domestic skill set is gone. Ironing shit and making, pressing your shit out all tight with the creases and shit, your shirts, where you go out on the street and girls is like, damn, man, you look clean, and that shit's gone, man. No, even like some of the sides, like, massaging your ass up when you sore, they hands, they ain't got no hands on them. So, girl, you ain't got no hands. They got to have them hands. You need to get you a kind of, big girl, a little dainty girl that's doing the little kitten touches and shit. Massaging you like a kitten, like, you're like, no, that's all right. Just get that shit off me. I don't know what that shit is. You need somebody who's gonna be able to take your shit and snap it and, yeah, how you like that shit? You like, yeah, girl, you're gonna need that, man. Forget that, But like I said, the domestic skills, they skill set. And think about it, if this generation now, if their skill set is gone then it's over with. It's a wrap for the next generation coming up. And generations come up quick. So it's just a decade, and there goes another generation. Even if we're all in, we're all here, but I'm saying, like, it's only 10 years. So 10 years, it's a wrap. And then 10 years after that, there ain't no telling what they're going to be doing, man. They just not even microwave no more. Because they got the shit where you put it in the boiling, put it in on the pot. You warm the water up. I don't know if you boil the shit first, but they got these little plastic pouches. I always have something. These stores run out of change and stuff, so now I got to carry my little change. This is, I think, like 99. I usually carry 99 cents with me because they said you got to have exact change. So if I go buy something, I got this. But the bags are like that, little plastic bag like that. That's what they're like, little plastic bag. But no, what they're bigger though. And you drop them shits in the hot water, and then your food, then cooks your food. And they got those. They gonna have some others. They gonna have, and then now they have these ones. I don't even know if you've seen these. They have ones that they self-heating. You just run, you do something, you bust it or something like that. You put the food in there and that shit just heats up. What kind of shit is that? Chemical reaction to heat your food up. Damn, people's getting lazy as hell, man. Yeah. Gil said, let me see, Sir Flame said, laughing my ass off. He said, game went from PS4 to Atari. Yeah, that's what they gave. Hey, that's what they freaking game went to, though. But anyway, y'all, sir, said saluting Eagles in the chat. I got that. Salute that, y'all, sir. That's from Derek Bailey. D to the Bailey, art champ. He said, facts, Eagle. They will burn your house down if you let them in your kitchen. Hell yeah. And ain't letting them in my kitchen. Say, what you about? Shit, I'm paranoid, man. I'll be like, what you doing up in there? What you about to make? Oh, I'm about to make this. If a girl tell you she about to make something that sound complicated, you better go in the kitchen with her. Now, I'm just gonna watch you, baby, and see what you're doing. Hell no. If she say she making toast, good. Anything past toast, you better go watch her. If she say she making pancakes or something, you better go make sure. Better go make sure. Toaster. Anybody can make toast. And yes, you turn that knob too far or something, burn your shit up. Sir Flame crying. He said, I know that truck. They got all kinds of foods out on there. Yeah. On that truck. Yeah. Man, shit. Are you kidding me? I see different sizes now. We got the food vans. I don't know if y'all got those big ass food trucks. Look like damn near like buses. We got them big ass food trucks. As a matter of fact, I went to a spot, and so Sir Flame bringing this shit up. But look, Sir Flame, I went to this one spot, right? It's a neighborhood, and I was looking at GPS. It was supposed to be a restaurant. I'm like, where the hell is this restaurant at? And you have a highway, like, and then you have a street behind it. And so there was a street behind it. I'm like, what the hell is that? It was a street behind it. I'm like, okay, so I had to turn and go down the street behind it. They had lined up trailers. Those was restaurants. But some of them was like the same. They was the size of like a small, not even a camper, like not even half the size of a small camper. Some of them was, and they had them shits like lowered down. They had like about, I'm gonna say they had like about 5 of them. and it's all like Eastern Indian foods and stuff. I'm like, well, it's cool. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say anything against them, but I'm just like, that's just different. It's a different, look. I thought about it. They actually have their address. They actually have addresses. And I was thinking, I said, probably the reason they did that is because the way shit is going and with building and rent and all that, they say, you know what? We're going to put out the food. It's very smart, if you ask me. If they're making the same amount of money as restaurants, regular restaurants are making, they making a killing then because they're not paying all those property taxes and all that. They just going, that's almost, that's like, that's real ingenious because that's like straight, almost straight profit like that there. Yep. Sir Flank salute now. Okay. Yeah, Sir Hussein said, in our culture, if a woman can't cook, people don't think she's a marriage material. He laughing out loud. Yeah, I know that. A lot of cultures are like that. So you can't cook. When you can't cook, you got to take your ass to the back of the line. Then you back again. My wife could cook, clean, iron, and she goes out to work. But I help out as well. That's what you're supposed to do, brother. You help them out. I'm not saying you let them do all of it. Like you do a couple of shirts. I mean, if she ironing shirts and shit, you do a couple of them. So, babe, let me get those couple. You get the easier ones. You know what I mean? Let her do that hard shit. Or maybe you do one of the real hard ones. You do one or two, and then she'll be happy. He's like, okay. Then she knock out the other shit. It's all about a relationship like that. Yeah, Surf Flames. That's what it is. And they got the MRA, the Made, what is it? I forgot how they call it. Ready. There's something. Meals ready. Um, Something ready to entertain. What was it called? I know it's meals ready. I forget that shit. We used to have that shit in the freaking war. We had that bullshit. The MRE. I remember that shit. The brown packages and shit. Pull your food out, warm that shit up, or just eat it. I used to just eat that shit. Like, oh, y'all feeding us this bullshit. Might as well just eat it. Hey, what you warming it up for? Ain't no need to warm that shit up. It ain't no. Mama ain't cooked that shit. Might as well just eat it, like candy bars or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, meals ready to eat. Okay, Derek, man, I forgot the name of that shit. Meals ready to enjoy. I just say enjoy. But you say eat, yeah. Yeah. But yeah. But no, it's actually, but I'm telling you right now, yeah, they nasty. Some of them's good. But you can't pick the one that's good all the time. They just throwing them to you. Here, take this, mother. Get your ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? They just throwing you them shit. So it's not like you can sit there and just pick out the one that's good. I'm gonna tell you, the military saved shit. They saved shit from different wars or different eras. They saved that shit for just to see how long it lasts. I guess I don't know why they save it, but I had food. I ate some of the foods from let's say like World War II and shit like that. I've actually eaten some of that shit. That shit's called B rations. I've actually eaten some of that shit. It's not that bad. Some of it is, but it's not. Some of it ain't that bad. Like you open up a can of fish, and the shit is like styrofoam. You got to soak that shit. Everything else, soak it. Yep. But the B ration, now some of the stuff in the B ration, that shit is good. Like the chili and stuff like that, and the B rations, that's good. And then you got like the war food. That was war group food. So B rations is more or less like war group food, and C rations was like war individual food. And what took over after the C ration was the MRE. And some of those was good too. C ration, some of that shit was good too. And that was before yeah. After that, I want A rations. I want to sit my ass down to a table and eat a real meal. Yeah. Everybody said when I was in the Marine Corps, they had something called chicken out of king. Oh my God, you kidding me? That chicken out of king. I tell you what, that was just fattening up. What that was to do is keep your ass, keep your stomach stuck together so you wouldn't get hungry. I know what that shit is. But it's only 3 or 4 people within probably one person in each military group that knew how to make that shit properly. Everybody else didn't know how to make that shit. That shit all white and clumpy and shit. I'm like, man, what the hell is this? Slopping us with this shit. But that's what it is, man. That's hey, but if any of y'all is like 30 or so, I'm not even. I'm saying from 35 on down, and actually, I think they disappeared in American culture. Not everywhere, but in American culture, they disappeared to the point where I don't know if you like older girls, but you're gonna have to get your girl over 40 because that cutoff, the cutoff game for uh, for the domestically challenged is probably like around. Well, it can be, it can be lower. It depends on how they was raised. But as a general practice, it's probably gonna be like around 37, somewhere around there. Yep. Yeah, Surf Flame said, I ate them nasty things in the army. Yeah, it said nasty. Yeah, Derek Bay said after you eat. He said, "Hey, after you eat it, you feel like Mike Tyson hooking off your ribs. Yeah, yeah. I did 6 tours on Call of Duty. Yeah, yeah. Gil Cole's stupid. He did six tours on Call of Duty. Yeah. But you're right, man. That shit, man, you can't even exercise that shit out, man. Ain't nothing but because what it is, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's a mixture, it's all the shit that you probably shouldn't eat. It's milk, which is fattening. There's not no skim milk, fattening as milk. It's some type of oil or butter for the base, and then flour, and then they throw a bunch of freaking peas in there, and then they hardly any seasoning. They throw that chicken and shit in there. Old seasonless ass chicken, some pepper, some salt, chicken, some fake ass tasting chicken, and some bell peppers. And that's it. And that was for the ones that didn't know how the hell to make the shit. Because it's only two, like I said, it's only one person per service. And if you wasn't stationed with that one person per service that knew how to make that shit, you was in trouble. It was only one person it was only one person, and no matter what service you was in, there's only one person that knew how to make any of that shit. When it came to any kind of sauces and shit like that, like the cream beef and all that shit, it was only one person that knew how to make that shit. One. And you knew when they was working because the shit had more color on it. You said, oh, this shit got color. Okay, I can eat this shit today. But if that shit was white, like that shit was white in the morning or white in the afternoon, you was like, hell no, I'm not eating that shit. But that one cook knew how to make that shit. The only one. They hired his ass just in case when you was getting too sick. Then you come in like, oh shit, I want to get some of this MRE shit. I mean, not MRE, but I want to eat some of this cream beef that he made. It looked like he got some flavor in it. I see pepper and shit. I see paprika. I see some shit up in there. Let me go and eat this because I know tomorrow. I know Mushy man, Sergeant Mush is gonna make that shit tomorrow, and he make that shit. That shit look like a just like regular old cream, like extra thick cream, like that. Yeah. You right, that shit, man. This shit's making my stomach roll right now. Yeah. Surf Lake laughing at Gil. Yeah, Gil stupid. Yeah, Gil. I told y'all, man. Gil is that's my crazy ass little brother up in there. Yeah, D to the base. Said that's true, Eagle. You always have that one dude that can cook. Yeah, hook that crap up like you at a gourmet restaurant. Yeah, it's only one. But it's only one. I don't know why. I don't know where he come from. I don't know if he comes from the outside or something. He might come from the outside. He come from the outside somewhere. They hire his ass like at every post. They have just he'll be in there at every military post or base. He'll be in there to cook. And they probably borrowed his ass from the officers club or something like that. Yeah, but if you enlisted, or even if you're an officer, you still getting that shit. But he probably work over at the club and shit. Derek Bay said, yeah, MREs are like 4,000 calories or something crazy like that. Yeah, yeah. My father served 27 years in the Air Force. There you go, Gil. Much salute to your pops, man. Yeah. Much respect to all y'all serving on our country. 100% Gil. That's what's up, man. Anytime you do something for this damn country, man, you get the respect behind it, man. But let's go, man. Let's get into this now a little bit. Yeah, man, I do my show the way I want to. So if you dropped in, I know I see people coming in and out. So if you brought your ass in here, and you wasn't here what you want to, just come on in and talk to my web about it. They gonna let you know some things. Hold on, y'all. What is this? It's showtime right now, baby. Yeah, showtime right now. This how. Hey, I'll call you back. Yeah, all right. I knew you. Yeah, all right, man. So that's about it. You know it was showtime. Yeah, but anyway, they be knowing, man. They just be playing like they don't know. Oh, what it was. It was showtime. Oh, okay, my bad. You knew it was showtime. Stop. Stop playing all the time. Y'all always messing around. Yeah. Y'all always messing around. Always. So stop it. So when it comes to mail coming up, and I know Gil don't like mail. Anyway, a lot of people don't like mail. They, oh, you're emotional, he this and that, whatever. Right now, in this clip right here, this little picture right here, it doesn't look like he's too emotional to me, as far as like high-strung emotional, like, oh, I'm emotional. But in this fight coming up, this is one important thing that you got to get done up in here, baby. And you got to get that jab going. That's one thing you got to get going. So you got to get the jab out there. And we see that we seen the same posture with Mikey Garcia, and we call it the shrimp or the clam, but we call that shit the nautilus or the shrimp up in here. So anytime you get somebody in shrimp mode, when you get somebody in shrimp mode right there, then that's when you start working that jab. And he's doing just the right thing against Tony Harrison. He's doing the right thing. He's getting that jab going. Same thing. If you get Rosario, you know, if he starts clamming up like that, then let's get those jabs going. You know, just shake that head up and get that body. So once he covers up, now the reason you want to go for the jab when they shell up like that, even if their hands is up, you want to still start at the top because you want them to really concentrate on tightening it up even more. And so if I'm already up here, you hitting up here, then I'm getting even tighter. Like, oh shit, he's trying to get him in. So if I'm getting tighter, then what is exposed now? If I'm getting tight like this, you know what I mean? If I got the earmuffs up here, if they already up here, and then you still going up there, what's gonna happen? I'm moving them all over the place, but I'm locking them up in different positions. But what at the same time, what am I leaving wide open? That's right, gut shot, baby. Then it's gut shot time. Now I think he did a real good job with the jabs and stuff. He probably could have done a little bit more, but he got the job done. He got the K, the T, the F, and the O against Harrison. And so what else you want to do? And so that's what he did. He got it done. And his hair kind of like reddish, like a lion, you know, reddish and blonde, like a lion. I'm gonna say that if somebody want to label themselves, that's a good label. They started off with lions only. So if there you go, there, everybody. That's right. That body wide open. So if you're gonna talk shit about them, that's fine. But they started off. They was already lions only. I mean, a lion can lose. A lion don't win every fight. You can see beef can take a lion's ass out if necessary. You know what I mean? When them big ass what they call them shits? Not wildebeest. Somebody give me the buffalo. What's that damn buffalo called in Africa? They be tearing some lion's ass in half. I forget what they call them, man. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. Big ass cow tearing lion's ass up. Same thing with like a rhino or a hippo. Matter of fact, people don't even know that a hippo is probably one of the most dangerous animals there is in Africa. Is a hippo. Because they crazy as hell against each other and everybody else. They're very what they call territorial. And don't think a crocodile swimming is gonna go over there and mess with one of them, because all that pounds of pressure they have, as far as I think they head weighs about 300-400 pounds or more. They got a bite force that will smash some shit in half. I've seen a clip, a little film. I was just watching. I like to watch the nature shit, but this wasn't nature because the animal was actually in a zoo. So they threw him a watermelon. The hippo and that he just smashed the watermelon in half like it wasn't nothing. Just ate the whole watermelon like, yeah, I got this. Just chewed that shit up like you chew up bubble gum. I'm like, no, man, that's too much power right there, man. You imagine what he'd do with anything that's going in his mouth. He get a lion, that's it, man. That lion's head is popped. That's not gonna be a nice sight where lion is only. But I'm gonna let them. They can keep their hashtag, lions only, because right now they're doing lion things. When they stop doing lion things, I mean, the emotion and all that, I don't care. but they doing lying things, so that's all good with me. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna go against them as long as they doing lying things. If they start doing wild shit, they can still get it up in Eagle. You already know that right here. Y'all check it out. Y'all even see I have my Savage. I got my Savage on today. Y'all see it? I'm standing up just a little bit. That's all you get. You don't get there. Don't be asking. Don't be asking about, can I get one and all that. No. I got two. I got one. I got another one, and everybody want them. I'm like, because I don't even remember where I got them. I said, shit, I just got these. I said, it might have been at a native event. I said, this is Savage. I just, no. Says, you can't have it. Everybody, can you get me one of those? My niece was over here. Can I get one of those too, Unc? I was like, nope. Can I have yours? Ain't gonna happen. Not when it's one. Not when you got one of a kind. Nope. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Water buffalo. Yeah, them damn water buffalo tear your ass up. Derek Bay right back again with another comment. He said, yeah, hippos kill more people than any other animal in Africa. Yeah, and they'll come and if you're on a boat, they'll come knock your shit over. If you're in their territory, they'll swim out there and get your shit. They'll try to sink your boat. That's some crazy ass animal right there. Now, if somebody's shit. I mean, lions only is cool, but if you say hippos only, that means that you ain't playing if you hippos only. Because even when they punk one of their own, do you know they tear the tail off of their own? Like the dominant male, he actually rips the tail off of the other one. Just leave it bleeding and everything. He just rips his whole tail off. Like you're a fag. You don't even deserve a tail. God dang, I can't have my tail no more. They just bite their tail off like, ugh, get your tail out of here. You know the tail ain't gonna grow back. So everybody, I mean, that's just a way to let everybody know, that he a punk. Now the other hippos know, oh, you're a punk, huh? You got your tail snatched off. Get your ass out of here. Sit your ass down. You got your tail snatched off. Yeah. Y'all said, who says you got a lot of hippos in South America, thanks to Pablo Escobar. Oh my goodness. Here you go. Look at y'all start coming over here starting some shit. And then they'd agree with you though. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Leave it to the web, man. Web gonna come up with something, man. Y'all, you guys would not, if you just visiting the web, you ain't gonna be disappointed up in here. Not when it comes to my watchers, because they be on it, man. They're more knowledgeable than just boxing, and we talk about all of it. I haven't even talked outside of boxing, within boxing as much, but I like to have a conversation and talk about everything as I talk about boxing. But sometimes I don't, man, because shit, I may end up in here like all day, and I'm like, shit, I need to get up out of here, boy. But we can't just go straight boxing, man. Cause shit, this life, man, we gotta talk about shit, man. And I stay out of the news. If I was in the news, we would never get a show now. But I'm trying to keep my web aware of certain stuff. I want them to use their own brain when it comes to certain shit. Just like when it comes to that with the railroad. I was talking to this older lady and stuff. She said, yeah, you got to be careful about this shit. And I started explaining to her a few things. I said, they gonna come and vaccinate you soon. She said, no, they ain't getting no. She said, I ain't taking no needles. Yeah, she believed the whole shit, but she ain't taking no needles. She said, I believe in it, but I'm not, that needle shit, they can keep that. The fangs. But right there, you look at male, and see, this is where Lubin makes mistakes and stuff. This is where a lot of fighters, I'm gonna talk about somebody else too, though. This is where they make a lot of mistakes. Is everybody cannot do that Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali, and Roy Jones, filler. That you cannot do it. Because first of all, your left hand is out of position. It's up high. You can bring it in to help block something, but it's not in really, it's in a lead position. You can throw like a straight punch with it. But Charlo's tight. And you're doing this reaching shit. When somebody's tight and you're doing that reaching shit and he's about to close the distance, your ass is in trouble with that little lightweight shit up there. And so that's what got him in trouble in the first place. Is trying that little feel around shit and, trying to keep it normal, like at the level that he was at. And I'm talking about Lubin, that you can't keep it at that level. You try to keep it at that level, then it's going to be uppercut action or something. And that's exactly what happened. Is you got bombed. because Charlo is good defensively and he's good back foot. He's good when you're doing that little reaching shit. That's good for him. And sometimes it's not good for some fighters can't take when you do that little reaching stuff. Because it's almost like you fighting off the back foot. But if you're coming forward with that little reaching shit, you're gonna get cracked. Derek Bay said, yeah, he had his own zoo. Yeah, it was a lot of, you know what, when y'all talk about that, it was a few people that did that shit all over the country. And I'm going to tell you where they probably got more of them than anybody know of. I know they got a lot in California. Not a whole lot. But in Texas, they got a lot of that shit that's hidden. There's a lot of space out there. Matter of fact, they was doing hunts out there. They'll bring like exotic stuff from different countries like Africa or some shit like that. And they let them go. I don't care. I don't care if I'm putting a cross on your star or whatever, giving you a black eye, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with none of that shit, man. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that shit at all. And you bringing his ass, you bringing like a tiger over here, like he's not going to attack nobody. Shit, he's probably drugged up and he's disoriented. He don't know where to go run out in the woods and shit to go catch deer or nothing like that. And then you take him out. That's some stupid shit. That is the most cowardice shit is you can have. Same thing with like elephants and stuff like that. Just drop them, leave them off, and they just probably not even charging or worried. They just eating grass like, oh shit, I ain't never lived here before, but I'm gonna eat this grass, and you shoot them. Man, I don't know. I don't know what y'all thoughts is on shit like that, but it's just not, it's not good. Yeah, Yasser Hussein said, man used to lose a few million every year to field mice that even incomprehensible for this day and age. And it is. And you know what? I've seen some of that. I've seen some of the nastiest shit. Now, I'm just telling y'all, the nastiest shit over in, I don't think it was England or something. It's somewhere over there. See, England or Scotland or some shit like that. I don't know. You might know about this, y'all, sir, or whatever. But they got these fucking giant rats. I don't know what kind of rats they are. This giant. But they be on the farms and stuff. Like they get into the grain or whatever. But they burlers. They be like all into the ground. And I seen this show where they had like about 6 dogs pointing out where they was at. And they was just taking pitchforks and just sticking them in the ground and had these shits running out. They was like that long. Like they was huge. I'm like, God dang, they was just like pitchforking them and then throwing them in a wagon or something. I'm like, God dang. And they must have pulled, I'm close to either 100, maybe 100, 200 of them out of there. And I'm like, all out the ground. I'm like, and they're like, there's so much more in there. They said that they just do a little bit at a time, but there's so many more of them in there. God dang, that's gross. That's nasty, man. When you got when your land is infested with those kind of rats, that's very nasty. Yeah, that's what it is though. D to the Bay. He said, yeah, that cage hunting, that's some sick shit, man. America is nuts. He said, you lot. He said, ligers, lions, cross tigers. I'm done. Yeah, liger, and they got the other one too. Because it depends on who the dad is. That's how they name. They name them by the dad and the mom. A liger, I think, is the dad was the lion, and then they got another one, the tigran or whatever like that. Where the tiger is the dad, and they call him a tigran or something like that. It's this dumbass shit. It's dumb though. Good conversation though, y'all. Y'all understand? At least I got some humanitarians in here. Shit. Some people don't care. Yeah, you kill him, man. Yeah, I'll shoot him. You got some dumbass people that say, you come in here saying that I'm gonna throw your ass out permanently. You ain't got to worry about my web watchers doing it. I'm gonna get your ass. Myself, matter of fact, just so I said that, of course, Ego ain't even logged in again. But hit my like button when you come up in here and then hit live chat. I gotta hit live chat. Because if I don't, somebody will sneak in here with some bullshit. You know what I mean? And so this is just another little shot. And like I said, anytime you get your ass in this position, at Tony Harrison, when you get yourself in that shelled up position, man, you need, instead of shelling up, somebody give me at least 2 things that Tony Harrison could have done besides just shelling up like that. What's two things you can do instead of shelling up? What's two things you can do? At least I want to see if y'all know. There's two things you can do. There's more things you can do. Yeah. Y'all said thank God those countryside problems. He said, I'm in the city, yeah. That country shit though. But it's just because of it's because of the animals. It's because of the domesticated animals and all that. That's where all those rats come from. Because they like certain environments. And when you got a lot of this, you got the animals that excrements from all those different kind of animals, and you get that nitrogen filled environment, which is more comfortable for little rats and mice and shit. It's warmer. Even when it's cold, it's warmer because of that nitrogen stuff, all those chemical reactions and shit. And that's where you get them in the ground. They say, oh, this is nice and warm in here. It's warm. Because you're going to see them burrowing up in some shit where they don't have a nest. You're not going to see them going into the ground where it's frozen and shit. It's all hard and frozen. They're not going to try to get in the ground. Yep. There you go. Sir Flame says sidestep. There you go. Right there. And that's what the two things. That was two things. That's the best thing. Those are the best two things that I was thinking. Is sidestep, tie his ass up. Tie his ass up. Best thing to do. Get around. Another thing you pivot around. And what's wrong with ducking underneath that shit and coming back with your own shit? Duck underneath that shit and come back with your own fire. But all this Mikey Garcia shit, we just call it the shrimp mode. All this shrimp mode shit just gets your ass punished. But the web, but y'all not fooling the web, man. The web watchers know. They like, no, man, you tie that shit up, man. Forget that shit. When it get hot inside like that, what you do? Wrap his ass up. The surfer came right back and said, wrap his ass up. You in Eagles wear, what you think you're supposed to do? It's a wrap. Wrap that ass up. And that's my way of telling you, hey, I'm not letting him get away with that, man. I'm gonna come through with that wrap. Okay, I got to hold your ass for a minute. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do, man, because you was getting off. Because somebody's getting off. If you're not gonna exchange with somebody, then hold their ass. Well, you ain't supposed to hold in boxing, no. How many people they do? How many fights have ever been stopped from somebody holding? Have actually been stopped, like disqualified for holding? How many fights? Let's look it up yourself. How many fights been stopped? Hey, they don't stop fights for holding. I'm just saying that's one of the things you can do in boxing to where you may end up losing the point, but they're not going to probably stop the whole fight. And yes, somebody can disagree with me on that, but they're usually not going to stop the fight when you're just holding on. They're going to keep warning you, like, stop that shit. Y'all said correct. Yeah, y'all said, I know it's nasty though. See, he got what I was saying. He got what I was saying. Exactly what I'm saying. He got what I was saying. Because that nitrogen, that's exactly what happens. And that's, I was listening to this thing. I don't even like talking about this shit because I'm not into meat and shit like that anyway. But the pigs, the hogs in America, have been putting out so much of that nasty ass gas that it just burns up the so-called the atmosphere. It messes up the air, because I guess they got some serious flatulence. So what they have done now is they have genetically modified the hog. And if you're eating genetically modified food, I really feel for you, because you're going to mess around and morph into some shit that's unrecognizable as a human. You're not going to look human messing with that shit because that's against nature. And so what they've done is they're taking and they changed the genetics of the hogs to where instead of that gas comes out the back end, it comes out in the form of their saliva. So all that nasty nitrogen method, that shit is locked into their saliva and is not as potent. Once I guess it dries up, the saliva and stuff dries up. I'm talking nasty today, huh? Once that saliva and stuff dries up, it's something else. It's safer. But that's nasty. So your farts, yeah, I said farts on Eagles wear. So in other words, they modify you to where your farts turn into spit. You imagine what the spit smells like? Yeah, but y'all said that methane gas though. God, that surf said you might lose a point, but not gonna stop it. There you go. They're not gonna stop it. So even for Mikey Garcia, who says Earl Spence can't punch, which you full of shit. Because if somebody can't punch, you just knock their ass out. So we know you full of shit. So what you should have been doing, since your IQ is so strong, is you should have been doing something else, like holding on, twisting Earl's ass up. Sean was doing it. Sean was grabbing and twisting and running his ass out the corner. That's how he was nullifying Earl's work, is by making Earl start over. That's the best way to at least nullify what Earl doing, is get Earl's ass to start over. Because once Earl start coming at you, Earl ain't gonna, he don't stop. He want him to, he just gonna keep going. You ain't gonna stop his ass, and he was like, oh shit, this shit's kind of hurting. Let me get out of here. And the shelling up shit ain't gonna, that's not gonna stop him from hitting you. He just hitting the shell now until he cracked that. So y'all stop it. But that's kind of work he got to do. So against Rosario, if he shell up, and I know there's two in a row, it's just different angles. But the shelling up game, good. Get that jab, keep that jab working. These are just some keys. I'm not gonna break either one of them all the way down. Or none of these. I'm not gonna break them all the way down. But this is some of the stuff he has to get done. That's what you gotta get done in order for us to see a good fight. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good fight too, because Rosario's not gonna train like he did for Harrison. You can believe that. Yeah. But in conclusion to that, what happens is then you can do your Lions only stand at the end. And that's the conclusion for Maul. If you keep that jab going, throw your unpredictable punches, which I didn't cover that one, but throw your unpredictable punches, body punish a man when they shelled up. Keep your stance tight when they loosen their stance up. And that way when you step in, you can fire off some stuff that they can't block or nothing else. So that's a few keys for Mel himself. Still Lions only. I don't care. Get mad if you want to. Now, as far as Maul is concerned, let's just look at some of Maul. Let's just see what Maul does. Okay, this ain't working for some reason. Let me see if I can get it to work. It's just acting crazy. Yeah. Every time, man, I try to get something going. Here we go. Here we go. But let's see if we can get it. That's the wrong thing. That's not going to do it. Okay, I guess it ain't going to. I can't find nothing to get it to work. It should have been working. Anyway, that's just a distance shot. Oh, there we go. So one thing that Maul does is slow motion uppercut action, and it is a face plant crybaby rap on that punch. So when he's setting, a lot of people see this. What you have to learn this. A lot of times when a fighter's setting, he's not back foot or nothing like that. When a fighter's setting like that, that is an actual trap. That is a trap. That's one way of trapping somebody. J-Rock didn't know it was a trap. So he figured, well, you ain't doing shit, I'm coming in. No, he's setting up a trap. His defense and everything good. He blocked one, blocked it twice. And the same hand that he blocked with, that, so that shows those Charlos are faster than what people think they are. So well, check it out. The same hand that he blocked it when he came back and uppercutted his ass. Uppercut action. Look, block, block. Same hand. He blocked punches with the same hand 2 times. It's in slow motion. You can see it? Check it out. Look. Get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. And then he just rolls it over. Who does that? That's some talent right there. Who does that shit? You feel me? Who does that shit? Boom, boom, boom. And I would say for him, you don't need to fix nothing. Just keep that same energy. It can backfire, but if you can parry punches, block punches like that with the same hand, then you got a good. That's a good skill set. Even if some people think you might look a little bit basic, but shit, get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here, and take this one. Look at the chin. Williams was still trying to throw that left hook though, but that was that was a smash right there. That's a straight up smash. Wow, I could look at that all day. Let's see. And this is what I want you. And with Maul, keep that jab going too, just like you're doing right there. Keep the man on his back foot. He's really good when he gets you on your back foot too. When he gets you on your back foot, he's really good at that. And that's exactly what he's doing. Get your ass on the back foot. You know what I'm saying? He got a little bit wild at the end. But once he got you off balance, see, and this is what should have happened with Harrison. And see, this guy actually knew. He said, well, I'm taking a little bit too much. I'm on my back foot. I'm backing up too much. And watch, then he's going to grab. When that heat, look, he got that heat got too much for him. Then he grabbed. But it wasn't a complete saver. But even with his grab, he's not going to get pointed. He's not going to get pointed on this at all. You know what I mean? He's not going to get pointed. Because this is a short grab. Watch it. It's coming up right now. There it is. See, look. It's real short. He twists, and then he went into the crab shell. And if I'm telling you guys got to stay away from that crab shell, stop that shit. Stop going into the crab shell, because that crab shell is going to get y'all hurt when y'all get shelled up. But you're right, man. You're right. I got to go back just because Derek really brought that shit up. Yeah, that face plant, that shit is just like, damn, it was hard, man. It's in slow motion. But when he goes down, that's nasty. He actually twisted around because look, because he threw the hook. Watch what happens. He actually throws, he just, right there, that second one, he just crumbles. But he was throwing on this angle here. Look. Bam. He just dropped. But here you can see right there when he throws it. Man, when he tries to throw that hook, watch when that one angle, that other angle, when he throws this slow motion angle here, you can just see the devastation of what happened. But then the hook, no power, no nothing. It's just a natural reaction. But you're right though. He did plant fast. I mean, he fell in pieces. His feet, his knees hit, thighs, and then face. Watch how he falls. Watch all his shit hit. Boom, 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 bam. Arms wasn't even strong enough to hold him up. But you're right though, man. But that's the kind of energy we need from Maul. We need that same. Just keep up. So if I'm saying, I wasn't gonna do like a heavy breakdown on him, but that's what you need to get done. Is keep that jab going. Yeah, So you're getting points that way. When you're making somebody grab and stuff, you're getting points. Because there's a way, I'm going to tell y'all right now. So there's a way to grab effectively. There's ways to grab effectively. Now, for my web, I know that the contest is over and all that, but this is not a contest. This is no way contest questions. But it's just knowledge, just general knowledge of boxing for you guys. So what is a good way to grab? What do you do when you're coming out of a clinch? What's the best two of the best things you can do while coming out of a clinch? Two of the best things. I'll wait for y'all. Let me have some. I'm gonna sip some tea and drink some water while y'all coming up with the answers to that. And Gil Colden got quiet. I don't know why. D-Lo ain't in here. Look at me name dropping and stuff. Y'all got ego in here, Dave dropping and stuff, man. I can call my board up. One of the most basic things you can do. Go ahead. Let somebody else say something about Derek Bailey. Derek Bailey got it out there. And Sir Flame is crying. Yeah, but that's just not a good look when you see him go down. See, that's why I was but all fighters are different, baby. Because that's why I was kind of worried, still kind of worried about Pacquiao. Because that Marquez face plant, when Marquez hit him with and face planted his ass, that crybaby, man, his crybaby was, can't nobody touch his crybaby. Manny Pacquiao's face plant crybaby, he on top of that, man. It's flawless, man. Manny Pacquiao falling on the face is flawless. It's more flawless than Rock, than J Rock. J Rock is not as flawless. Manny's was flawless because his shit actually went in like this, like he folded under. You see his arms? His arms was crossed like underneath his body, like that's why his wife was like, God, is he okay? Yeah, Sir Flame at Gil. Yeah, Gil snuck out to play PS4. He said, Gil Codes, you gonna take that as much shit as you were saying about the champ. Yeah. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. My brother Gil, I don't think he's salty or nothing like that. I'll salt it up. But if he is, that's what it is. But hopefully he's not. But yeah, you got to keep somebody out. And back to my question, what I said, I see Derek Bailey is at least he was the first one, and he did put out a point. And that's the best thing to do is you get somebody as soon as you get out of a clinch. Hey, take that with your ass. Or you come out of a clinch. Another thing you can do out of a clinch is get your movement, like try to pivot the guy to a side that you want to box him on. So say for if he's you're orthodox, right, and he's orthodox. So what you want to do is you want to push him over to the left, so you have a better angle at him, and then you're away from the power. You see what I mean? So you get him over that way, and then we can shoot the jab at. Now we can shoot the jab at him. Man, you see what I mean? We got him on that side. Now we can shoot the jab. Boom. And then right hand or something like that. Or we get your ass off me. Get your ass off me. Push him. Push him. Hold him. Get your ass out of here. Throw him to one side or another. Push him off. Jab. All good points. Get a good pivot for yourself. Hey, don't play in my chat, man. My chat, my web watch, they know what the hell's going on. Yeah, that's right, DB. D to the base. I thought Matt was not going to fight the boy after that KO. And a lot of people had that sentiment. I'm like, well, for me, he shouldn't be fighting. I don't know. He's just strong, man. He must have like because we never talked about this point of it, is he must have a recoverable, his chin disease must be recoverable. He must have recovered from that shit because that was a face plant for the ages right there. Yep. Took that ass completely out. Yep. Now I'm only going to show this one clip, and the reason I'm showing it, this is Boots. The reason I'm showing it is I don't want people to get too excited. You can get real excited about Boots if you want to, but the opposition, but very good counter, real nice hook. He was actually trading, more or less trading hooks. But real good little sweeping hook. Real nice little sweeping hook. He doesn't turn his punches over. I don't like that about most fighters, is they don't turn their hooks over, and they can generate a lot more power. Nobody turns their hook over, because I'm gonna tell you, this is the reason why. A lot of people don't know the reason why. The reason why the fighters don't turn their hook over is because when they're doing hooks on the heavy bag, they're used to that sound. It has a better sound if you don't turn it over, because it's more of it's like that. And they like that sound. I used to love that sound too. But when you turn it over, you get more power. But they just like that sound. And it sounds impressive. And it will sway the judges when they hear that hard crack. But with somebody that knows how to turn that punch over, like Joe Frazier, that's the power. Joe Frazier didn't have that loud sound to it, but his sound was louder than that hook, than that left hook action. Joe Frazier would be like, ooh, and that'd be over with. You feel? So that's one thing. But the reason I have this one, because this is Boots. I wanted to say that he's making some mistakes in here, and a lot of people don't understand the mistakes that he's making and stuff. And I just want to know if anybody knows, if anybody can see one mistake he makes, let me know, and then I'll let you guys know. So just look at everything. Look at, look at foot placement. Look at all that. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that we talk about all the time. And if it's easy to figure it out, then somebody's gonna figure it out besides me, because I don't know shit. But I'm just letting you know, because there was a thing that we talked about, and we talked about this with Khan versus Cinnamon Bun. And don't think Boots don't do that shit too. A lot of these fighters do things that eventually will get them hurt. But a lot of people just don't. A lot of people don't see it. We don't see it. It's like, because you're just watching boxing, you're looking at the upper body and all that. You're looking at even in there, even in the upper body, a lot of them, their feet get tangled up or something, and they're about to fall down. But since nobody put it down, one of the worst things you can do is, remember I told you about that timing, is he's actually timing himself. And so if this guy throws a punch, if this guy throws a punch, like, I'm going to tell you, right there, if that guy throws the punch right there, he would have got him. Because he's stepping in methodically, and you can see it. It's like you're timing yourself. I'm watching your feet. Step, step. And you're stepping, there's actually a pattern to your stepping. You're not taking your footwork out of pattern. Because this, like with your jab and everything else, you take everything out of pattern. You stay with your form, but you take it out of pattern. You don't step in twice all the time. Step in 3 times. Step in 1. Step in 1 big one. Step in a short time. Step in at an angle. Change that shit all the time. And so that's where the mistake is. But big ups to him for his win. He's gonna do good, and he's gonna, for me, I wouldn't really want to throw him in there. But since all his fan base and everybody's, bragging on him, throw his ass in there. That's what I say. And I said this the other day. Throw his ass in there. If you think he's ready and everybody wants him to be ready, then throw his ass in there. Throw him in there with the top dogs. So one of them. Porter, Danny, Crawford, EJ, Ugas. It's time for him to get that shit done. So we get it in there. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man, in this boxing game. A lot of times this boxing is really, it's a twisted sport, man. But good conversation about all this, like these animals and all this other stuff, man. It's just, it's good to know that I have people around that actually have some kind of conscience. Some people don't have no conscience on that shit, man. It's ridiculous to not have conscience on stuff like that. Everything can't be just used for a sport. And everybody get all happy about, oh yeah, would shot be a lion? You shot your lion, he wasn't even moving. He was like, because what cats do, any kind of cat, any feline, when they get in an area that's unfamiliar, they don't walk around all bold and strong. Cats hunt down. Cats hunt down when they're not familiar with the area, because they're like this, like they're smelling and looking up, observing. They're looking low. They don't usually walk through like this. Like, yeah, I'm a beast. They're like low, man, like sniffing around, like, oh shit, where am I at? They trying to get used to that environment. That's not their environment. They only walk around bold when they know their environment. And they smell you coming, then they raising up like, oh yeah, he can have to come up over here. But no, if they're unfamiliar, man, but tragic. That's right, it's time, Boots. That's right. 26-0. No kidding. If you got that many fights, yeah, it's time for you to get your ass up in there. But I'm saying I see some stuff that he can work on, and if he doesn't clean that shit up, he may be a KTFO victim. And that's all I'm saying on that D to the Bailey, is he may end up being a KTFO victim when it comes down to it. But the Charles gonna get in here. My little brother ran his ass off to go play PlayStation or something like that. After he was already, talking bad about the brothers, and he seen once he started seeing the clip, I guess it messed him up. Oh, I forgot. I guess it just did like Roy Jones said back in the day. They must have forgot. You must have forgot. So Gil, you must have forgot. And hopefully that your brother Keefe won't forget and come back and at least avenge some things, by letting us know that, hey, I still got this, and beating up on somebody that we can appreciate. But who knows that gonna happen, man. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here a little bit early today, man. No more 2.5 hours a day. I gotta go. I got people that I need to talk to, and I got a few things that I need to do, man. But anyway, it's always a pleasure to come through. It's always great to have y'all come through and see Eagle, man. I appreciate everybody to come through, man. Just letting y'all know. I want to say my shout out for all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. This is Wednesday, man. The 2 to the 3 September, man. What am I gonna say about it? Nothing but blessings. Just so you can see it again. You know what I mean? Nothing but blessings, man. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.